Maybe you've already tried every possible method to lose weight and it still isn't working for you. Perhaps it's because of these 5 common mistakes.
Many people make these mistakes without even realizing it, and just one of them can make it significantly more difficult for you to lose weight.
The undeniable fact is there are many people in our country who simply carry too much weight. Others are of normal weight but still wish to shed those extra 2 or 3 kilos for their own satisfaction. In general, it's just good to maintain an ideal weight because we now know very clearly that being overweight is strongly connected to numerous chronic diseases, lifestyle conditions like diabetes, and other serious health issues. Cardiovascular diseases, Alzheimer's, autoimmune diseases, and even cancer are partly responsible. So if you're still aiming to get that perfect summer body, then make sure to listen closely now. You'll spot your mistake, turn it off, and then you'll effortlessly achieve your ideal weight without any significant issues. So, mistake number 1, actually, it's the extreme diets. Radical means, for instance, sticking to just eggs or consuming nothing but cabbage soup throughout the entire day. That's not at all useful because it's not sustainable. Sure, you might lose weight really quickly at first, and most of the time, initially, it's just water weight. The big joy of 2 kilos, which is mostly just water, you'll immediately gain back as soon as you start eating again after just 3 or 4 days. That, of course, doesn't help at all. That's why making sustainable changes in your diet, which are genuinely healthy in the long run, is far more meaningful and effective. So no crash diets, but instead a significant shift in your eating habits. That's truly my most essential piece of advice here. That was at least one mistake, but the next one, my goodness, so many people make it, and Roland is going to dive into explaining it in detail for us now.
Many people don't actually move enough in their daily routines. And by that, I'm not referring to the regular movement you do every day, like walking around the apartment or going shopping somewhere. No, beyond that, strength training, because it's quite straightforward. The more muscle mass you have on your body, the more calories you'll burn, even when you're completely at rest. So you lose weight at rest when the muscles are there. Now, you don't have to start doing something overly extreme right away. Just do our exercises with the opposing tension. That's already good because then the metabolism flows better. It's crucial for weight loss, plus you're also building up strength. Why not give it a try? How about attempting a squat or even experimenting with a simple push-up? Yes, ease into it. And if you're saying, as is often the case, that you can't do any of it, my knees hurt, my hips hurt, and my shoulder isn't working, then choose our exercises. Eliminate that pain, which works well in most cases, so you'll have the opportunity to gradually build up your entire body with a bit more muscle. Don't forget about the muscle hormones. They play a key role in elevating your metabolism, which in turn makes losing weight significantly easier for you. But Petra has one more thing for you, which is also crucial to know and understand.
Specifically, it also has something to do with muscles, because there are people who want to lose weight and they think, okay, then I'll just drink coffee. Eat very little. And when they eat very little, they often choose to treat themselves to their favorite foods, such as a fresh roll or a scoop of ice cream during the summer. But they eat very little, and they avoid proteins entirely. What happens then? Okay, you lose a bit of fat, but you also end up shedding a fairly significant amount of muscle mass, especially if you're not physically active at all. And that's obviously a disaster because less muscle means significantly lower energy expenditure, less fat reduction, and in the end, the entire situation inevitably leads straight to the yo-yo effect. And nobody wants that. So if you want to lose weight, make sure to create a solid plan. You can definitely eat less, but always ensure your meals include whole, healthy carbohydrates. But don't forget to include proteins as well. My personal favorites are naturally the ones from legumes, like sources such as tofu, or you can also go for a protein drink made from peas or rice protein. And don't forget to include healthy fats from sources like nuts or avocados. And then you'll notice you'll gradually lose fat while building muscle. It might even grow more if you start doing push-ups regularly and incorporate some strength training exercises into your routine. And of course, all the stretching exercises with tension, because that's essentially strength training. And then it gradually progresses step by step, and you'll see it's absolutely amazing what starts happening with your body. You don't gain it back. Instead, you continue losing weight until you reach your goal. And now comes another topic that we deal with every single day, at least 6 hours, maybe even a bit more than that.
And this is very often forgotten. What is it about? It's about sleep. Because if you're not sleeping well, not sleeping deeply, sleeping too little, or can't sleep because of stress, then you know that it promotes weight gain. You gain weight. I believe there's a background to that in cortisol, right? What exactly does cortisol do?
Yes, it suppresses fat burning.
There you have it. And at the moment when you sleep well, when you sleep deeply, when you also get enough sleep, and when you've perhaps done a bit of training the day before and consumed enough protein along with the rest of your well-balanced and nutritious daily meal plan, then growth hormone is produced, and that's a real fat burner. So make sure you can sleep well, take a good look at your bed. Do you feel genuinely comfortable and relaxed in it? Make sure to eliminate anything from the bedroom that might have the potential to disturb your sleep.
So you're referring to things like TVs and similar items, right?
TVs, phones, always on standby, always on alert. All of those things should definitely be kept out of your bedroom. That is the place of peace, and it's also a very important place for losing weight. And now we have a very special tip for you. One that most people can't even understand at first because it simplifies your weight loss completely.
It's actually really straightforward. Just stop eating all those unnecessary snacks. And the best way to do that is by starting to practice intermittent fasting. So that means within a specific time frame of 8 to a maximum of 10 hours, you should aim to consume only 2 meals each day. Or if you prefer to have 3 meals, one of them could consist of a vibrant and nutrient-packed salad with a variety of fresh and colorful ingredients. Don't even believe what happens in your body. Fat burning improves a lot because your metabolism gets boosted. But you're also healing yourselves, you're recycling, you're repairing. So for me, that's absolutely the most important thing when losing weight, that it's done continuously. And as I mentioned earlier, you can start with a time window of 10 hours if 8 hours feels like too much at first. So that means you'll have 2 to 3 meals within that 10-hour window. And no snacks, because snacks keep interrupting the recovery process of the digestive tract and the pancreas every single time. Because every time between meals the insulin level rises again, fat burning comes to a complete halt. And losing weight is essentially checkmated because of it. That's why intermittent fasting, it's truly the ultimate solution to the problem.
You probably know people in your circle who want to lose weight and aren't quite succeeding, and many of them might be making all of these 5 mistakes or maybe just one. Send them this video, and they will really thank you when it starts working better for them.